Hello everybody, this is Kyrick with more Let's Play Digimon World, and in the last episode we lost Digimon. So, Peg and go at it. That is a stunned looking Botamon. We're gonna be unoriginal here. I'm intending for him to be a Greymon, so he will be Grey. I'm still not clear on which is the correct spelling for Grey, the color. Whether it's the EY or the AY, and I think actually both are correct, but which one's the correct one for America is the question. Gosh, spell like America. Okay. Now this little cutie pie is part of the Agumon line. He will digivolve a little bit into Koromon, and Koromon will turn into Agumon if I do this right. From there, it's just a matter of getting the right stats to become Greymon. Jesus. Aren't you just a little beat stick? Alright, little guy, let's pork you up, starting now. Yeah, I promise he's eaten more than he's about to shit out. Now, very important that we keep his care mistakes low, because Greymon is very, very picky about that. You are allowed one care mistake with Greymon, and I don't intend to make that care mistake. For a second there, I thought he actually lost his sleep bubble, and I'm sitting here thinking, wow, did he shit so hard he woke himself up? Because that's pretty amazing if that's the case. Now, it is worth noting that this time around, the only thing I have to do is train. There is no special thing, I'm just training up. If I get to my ultimate form, which I might, then, hopefully I will anyway, then I will go on to start recruiting some other Digimon. A couple biggies, in fact. If I can't, I can't. It's that simple. Koromon, which according to him in the American version means brave little warrior. I have no idea if that's true. Or if that's a Digimon thing, or if he's just full of shit, but, it's kind of a cutie. He's like Uramon without the hair, really, and bigger. Hi, cutie. Very happy. And he makes cute noises. But then again, they all make cute noises. Look at all these sirloins I've got for him. Food is not an issue here. Yeah. And the reason, and I honestly believe this, and I'm almost certainly right, the reason that the village starts with the 4 in training and the 4 fresh Digimon is because it would be fucking cruel to make them fight you. And it would. I mean, it's literally the point where I could probably take on all 8 of them and win. Not right now, I have to Digivolve first. For example, if I were in champion form, Seadramon could wipe them all out with one of those light attacks. Andromon, forget it. One metal sprinter and they're all one-shotted. Just a done deal by that point. Now, to get Agumon, strength has to be your highest thing, and it has to be at least 10% of your health. Given that it is almost 100% of my health at this point, I don't think that's a big deal. I'm pretty much guaranteed Agumon at this point, which is the point. While it's not the most thrilling thing to watch, I am going to be training heavily. With any luck, I will be well on my way to Metal Greymon stats by the time I am Greymon. I mean, hell, I'm halfway there now. Or no, I'm halfway to Greymon right now, and I'm still in training. My bubble attack works so friggin' pitiful. I would honestly say I think I could take on something. I might even be able to fight a Modoki Betamon. Not gonna, but I probably could. It'd be stupid for me to do that, to even attempt it, really. Not going to. Not gonna throw my life away doing that. That's just plain silly. So many sirloins. Well on my way to that weight, too. Nope, no need for food. You're just sleeping. Go to bed, little Koromon. Go to bed. Make sure he didn't wake up with any particular needs. Yeah, I think you shave off weight as well when you sleep. So, that's a thing to watch out for. Yay, floaty poop. Get some more health real quick. Get my offense up a little bit. Taking very good care of this little bugger. Quite happy. And it is Agumon time! At least it better be. Your Digimon is fading away! No! Just the baby! Oh, nah, it's Digivolving time. That's not even a fake out. Agumon! Haven't seen you in a while. Back, buddy. And naturally, my stats have gone up a teensy bit. Anyway, time to start training for real. You eat so much more than you have been. You need to poop so much less than you have been. See, one of the things that's really eaten me here is the fact that I really, really, really need to train, and yet, the more I train, the lighter he gets. To the point where I'm almost wanting Skull Greymon, because I can crank up the care mistakes of Skull Greymon. Metal Greymon is a bitch to get early on without a high tuner up. Possible? Sure. Easy? Certainly not. But we're actually not even close to ending this video. We're actually going to call it here, but no, we haven't been playing long enough. I can't. I can't opposite Harvest Moon. I can't like, oh, here's a 5-minute video, here's a 2.5-hour long video. Not fair. Not fair to you, not fair to me. Here's the thing, if I can get him up to Greymon, then I know I can hit one of the ultimates. We're not leaving. You're in the body. Oh, he obeyed me. He really is a well-trained Digimon. There, stat-wise, I'm allegedly ready to be Greymon now. And he's only 2 days old, apparently ready to be Greymon already. So, let's run with that. Stats. For Metal Greymon, these are doozies. 4,000 hit points, 3,000 magic points, 500 offense, 500 defense, 300 speed, 300 brains. That's some heavy shit. So let's get started. This is the hard part right here. Well, no, the hard part's going to be keeping the fucking weight on him. God damn, Agumon. Rest. Again, worry number one is Greymon. If I can become Greymon, then I'm good. Can't. Good. Now, there are several options for him to debug. I'm gonna pause this and we're gonna go over them real quick. The main thing I'm looking at is care mistakes here. Tyrannomon, fiberless care mistakes, 30 weight. Hit points and defense basically have to be the highest. I'm going to want to put him in at least 6 battles. Meramon, care mistakes 5+, not going to happen. And the reason I'm going to want to put him in 5 battles, or 6 battles, is bonus for Tyrannomon, 5 or less. So I'm going to want to have him fight a lot. Birdramon, care mistakes 3, not going to happen. Let's see here. Centaurimon, care mistakes 3 or less. Brains maxed out. We're going to keep the brains lower in stats. I mean, don't get me wrong, brains is a very important stat, but for the purposes of this... Okay, Monochromon, 3 care mistakes or less, 40 weight. Wow, he can digivolve from Dromojamon with a full discipline and a defense of 500. That's impressive. So yeah, basically, as long as I keep the care mistakes low and reasonably high, I've got this. Can't let defense get too high, though. Just anyway. And honestly, even if he turns into Tyrannomon, that's still not the end of the world. It's still something I can work with. Matter of fact, I think I can still go Metal Greymon with Tyrannomon. But I think about it. So, Tyrannomon or Greymon, we're in a good place. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna let his stats go crazy. I'm gonna push my way to Metal Greymon as hard as I can. And if I get to Metal Greymon, then go me. If I don't, I don't. Or if I get to Greymon, rather. I'm almost certainly gonna get to Metal Greymon, because he's not even 5 days old when he would go champion. And I'm already making really good time on this. And yes, that seems premature, but the only reason I'm saying it is because he had the stats for his chosen champion on the first day, and that's only because I didn't choose one of the easier champions. If I'd chosen, say, Meramon, I had that as a fucking baby. I had that as Koromon, I had Meramon stats. So... I'm actually kind of glad that Caesarmon faded away, because I would have felt that if I'd gotten a free ultimate again, I think it would have severely cheapened the idea of getting an ultimate. The ultimate is really something you need to fucking earn. And I haven't been, you know? I mean, yes, I struggled my ass off, but I didn't earn Andromon. And you've all seen the video. You know I didn't earn Andromon because I told you what his stats needed to be. And they weren't. His stats were like 3-4, 3-4, 3-4. And I didn't have those stats until significantly later, and only because I trained them that high. And hell, I didn't even have my Andromon base stats that I should have had until I purposely trained them that high. Let's go to 1400 and rest. Also have a sirloin. And, by the way, we finally got proof. Sirloins do indeed decrease tiredness. Because he was tired, I fed him a sirloin and he wasn't tired anymore. And yes, I could get into the battles, but I don't care enough to. He's not, he doesn't have enough care mistakes to be Meramon. He's too heavy now. And that's the main thing I would run the risk of with my high offense being what it is. If this weren't a Let's Play, I would literally just get to Greymon stats and sit. Just sit for 3 days, or do tiredness for 3 days, but at this early point in the game, if I want a shot at Metal or Skull Greymon, I need to start right now. While he's still a rookie. Because if he's still a rookie and I crank his stats up, and then he goes champion, and I can just crank his stats even higher. Because his stats will buff when he goes champion. I don't know by how much, but they will go up. And once they go up, I won't have as far to go towards the next bunch of stats. And make no mistake, Metal Greymon is a fucking monster. You have to get his stats through the roof, but once you have him, he just destroys everything. It's not an exaggeration to say when you have a well-trained ultimate, that is to say an ultimate who has the moves they need. And that's important. That on top of everything else, they have their moves. Because Andromon, make no mistake, Andromon was very powerful. But I didn't have the moves to use him properly, and that hurt me in the long run. But Metal Greymon can use lots of moves. He can use, I think, all of Greymon's moves, and a couple tech moves on top of those. So, almost anything Greymon can do, Metal Greymon can do, plus some tech stuff. And when you combine all that with the firepower he's going to be bringing to bear, ooh, and Skull Greymon is no slouch either. I mean, they have some of the highest listed stats, and I say listed because I don't know what the fuck Mega Seadramon, Hercules, Kabuterimon, and Phoenixmon have. But the two Greymon have some of the highest stat requirements. Deservedly so. Greymon is the hero Digimon of Season 1. And I imagine he's that way because he was popular in Japan. As a Digipet kind of thing. Also, I have my weight where it's supposed to be. Congrats to me. Greymon's looking likely. Greymon's looking likely. Now, I'm going to get back up to 30. And this is one of the reasons I don't want to do too much on camera. I mean, I don't want to do 100% of all the Digimon, because this is what most of it looks like. I mean, yes, I could be patrolling the island, beating up Digimon, learning new techs, unlocking things, but the vast majority of it's going to be just grinding out the stats. Because I don't really adventure as a champion. I do that as an ultimate. Because that's the best time to do it, is when you've got the stats, and you don't need to grind up to anything unless you just want, like, oh, I have 300 brains as Metal Greymon. I sure wish I could use all of my techs when I wanted to. That's what this is for. I'm nearly 3/4 of the way to my hit points. You're alright, little buddy. Feed your sirloin to take some of the tired away. Go to the clinic and get you checked out. See, now I'm actually running into the opposite problem. Now I'm too heavy. Which, I'd rather be overweight than underweight in this case. No, actually, if I get too heavy, I'll be monochromon. Which isn't what I'm after. Of course, monochromon isn't bad either. Thank you for the extra meat. I'm gonna need it. I've been going through it a lot. I gotta wonder. Because he's supposed to be like 30 grams as Greymon. That's less than a pound, I'm pretty sure. I don't know my metric very well, but I'm pretty sure that's less than a pound. Maybe the G isn't for grams. Maybe it's for gigabytes. I need to be 30 gigabyte Digimon, please. There's too many pixels on that ass. Take it down to 30. That'd just be silly. Silly is fun, though. Alright, Digivolve into champion, and don't poop. Please be Greymon. It's gonna be Tyrannomon, because this game loves to spite me. It loves to give me things, only so it can spite me later. Like it gave me Andromon, just so it could withhold Tex until right before he died. Yup, fucking Tyrannomon. I knew it. Now again, Tyrannomon is not bad, he's just not what I wanted. Now, pretty sure he can still do Metal Greymon. Yep, so we're still on track here. Incidentally, what my stats look like now. Oof! So good. So good with those stats. And it is entirely possible, again, to do this with Tyrannomon. Tyrannomon's a very good Digimon. Now that he's a champion, notice that he's gaining 100 per thing and not like 97. I'm willing to bet that's the insect's influence. I think Tyrannomon's more nocturnal, but I could be wrong. It's looking like he is. Yeah, he's nocturnal. Alright, keep packing them on, big guy. Oh, please tell me. Oh, yes, he's a hungry bastard. That's right, Tyrannomon eats a lot, doesn't he? And I do love that roar. Okay, he's at 36. Let's see how many he shits out. I almost bet him the autopilot. 4. Okay, so he craps 4. There are some champions that do 3 or less or whatever, but... Okay, that's hit points. Next, this. $12. Please. So yeah, even though it's a Greymon form, Tyrannomon actually works a little bit better at it because he will pack on those extra pounds that we need. Problem is, because he's packing on those extra pounds, we're going through our sirloins faster. And we'll call it here. I'm Kyrix, and this has been Let's Play Digimon World. See you next time. Bye-bye!